get starting with circuit breaker. In circuit breaker, we'll be coming across very few concepts, but in very twisted ways. Okay, so we'll be coming across arc voltage, we'll be coming across recovery voltage, active recovery voltage, we'll be coming across restriking voltage and rate of rise of restriking voltage. We'll also come across average of restriking voltage. This is the one of the major concept here. With this one or two concept, we'll be able to ace every questions of this particular topic. Okay, so let's get started. Firstly, we'll talk about arc interruption. So whenever the contact breaks, there will be a certain arc coming in between. We basically deal around extinguishing of that arc or arc interruption. That can be done in two ways technically. For high currents, we try increasing the resistance. So heat for arc is inversely proportional to the resistance. So as a resistance increase, heat will decrease, and that's what our aim is. How can we increase the resistance? We can increase the resistance by increasing the length or decreasing the area. Correct? To decrease the area, we'll split or we'll increase the length, or what we'll do is we'll do force cooling. Arc resistance is negative coefficient of temperature. So if you increase temperature, if you reduce the temperature, if you do cooling, arc would increase and hence the heating would decrease. Okay, force cooling, negative temperature, arc is negative temperature coefficient. Okay, that will be for high current. So the techniques which we just talked of for high current. For AC current, we'll look at the zero current, zero crossing current for arc interruption. So how the process work? First arc would strike, then arc interruption would take place, and then arc restriking would take place. Fine. Arc is nothing but, we saw, right, resistive in nature. So arc voltage is nothing but, VR is nothing but I arc into R arc. Okay, VR I arc into R arc. Now let's come across the concept of recovery voltage and active recovery voltage. Recovery voltage is a RMS quantity. Active recovery voltage is a instantaneous quantity. Okay. Now let's say we have voltage and current graph. At whichever point current becomes zero, those are potential points of arc interruption. Okay. So let's say here you are interrupting the arc. In that case, there will be transient for some time and then you will be coming back to steady state. Fine. So active recovery voltage is what? Steady state voltage. Steady state voltage. That is equals to nothing but K1, K2, K3, Vm sin phi. Now what is K1, K2 and K3? K1 is nothing but recovery voltage upon rated voltage. This is less than 1. K2 is nothing but 1 pole to clear factor. So K2 is equals to 1 for grounded fault and 1.5 for ungrounded fault. K3 is nothing but root 3 for line value and 1 for phase value. So those value will be substituting in VARV, that is recovery voltage, that equals to K1, K2, K3, Vm sin phi. As we already saw, K1 is less than 1, that is ratio of recovery upon rated. K2 is nothing but 1 for grounded and 1.5 for ungrounded, and K3 is root 3 for line to line and 1 for phase voltage. That is case 1. Now what if you are not given any information about K1, K2, K3 and also phi? In that case, what we will do, VARV, recovery voltage, is nothing but root 2 Vm upon root 3. Sorry, not root through Vm. Okay, I'm sorry. It is nothing but root 2 VLL, that is the rated voltage which is given, upon root 3. Okay, so VARV is nothing but root 2 into V line to line, which is given in question, upon root 3. Majorly we will be using this only. Okay, this only. Now let's come to restriking voltage. So restriking voltage appears across contact after circuit breaker is opened. Okay, VRV, that is restriking voltage, is nothing but VARV into 1 minus cos omega t. VARV into 1 minus cos omega t. Fine. For short transmission line, LC is less. Meaning what? This term will be more. Meaning what? VRV would be more. Okay.